Chunkegan doesn't know what to do with his life. All he does is just go to school, come home, eat crap food, play video games, and just fap. That's all he does. Chunkegan has dreams of becoming successful, but all he does is the bad habits and he's just stuck and he can't find his way out. Is Chunkegan forever destined to live a life of an NPC or a drone? Is he stuck always just being told what to do and never finding out what he's truly capable of? Is Chunkegan just stuck and never able to take back control of his life? I used to be the guy who is never present. I was always on autopilot mode and I always had this sense of brain fog. Like just thinking back to my previous years, it's really kind of difficult to remember any of that because of the crazy sense of brain fog that I always had. It was always this blur of experience. I never truly had any clarity in my life. And up until recently that was just the case normally. And I'm so blessed to recently have kind of broken free of this and experienced like genuine mental clarity. I remember I used to always have like the lack of motivation and discipline to do like productive things. I would always just sleep in and just kind of sit in my bed for a while and do nothing. And then afterwards, even after I got up, I would just waste my life away, right? And during school, all I would do is just wake up, go to school, and then come home and waste my life again. I never really had anything productive up until recent years. I went through just this unhealthy cycle of life. And whenever I finally made the decision that I wanted to improve my life and work the things that would make my life better, I found it just extremely hard to find the motivation and the discipline to do so because, my mind just wasn't right. I wasn't in control of my life. And throughout my self-improvement journey, I've learned about the things that would help me gain back control of my mind and my life in general. And so I'm going to share with you those things that I learned today so you can also fix your life, improve your life, take back control of what's rightfully yours. So the first thing is mental health. So I don't really talk about this a lot in my videos, but I think it's something that's genuinely like necessary if you want to be successful in your life. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I never had any bouts of like super bad mental health. I've never had any bouts of like depression or anxiety or anything like that, right? And, I just want to be like just straightforward with you, right? But I'm not going to say like, oh, I'm super relatable. Like I've experienced everything. Like I haven't. So I just want to be straightforward with you. But I have improved my mental state. And so I'm going to share with you what I have done to fix this. So the first thing to improve your mental state is gratitude. So in previous videos, I've said that gratitude journaling is great. You can journal and you can say, I am thankful for this thing. Now with my current understanding of gratitude, I think it's bogus. You can, mindlessly journal like, I am grateful for the book I read. It has given me helpful knowledge. Like anyone can write that down. You can write down literally anything. Oh yeah, I am grateful for this thing that has happened today. But I think it doesn't, it just takes away the emotion, right? And sure, maybe you can gratitude journal like on the experience that you had and you kind of like reflect on the thing that you had. That's probably a better way to gratitude journal, but I think a lot of people, whenever they try and gratitude journal, they really don't get anything out of it. And so a good way to practice gratitude instead is in the moment. So I'll get to how you can be more aware in the moment in a second, but I think if you genuinely like train your awareness and you're able to think like, yeah, I'm thankful that this thing has happened to me. Like let's just say like your mom makes you breakfast or something. Like she does something nice, right? Instead of kind of withholding yourself and thinking like oh yeah, well, I'll just say thank you. Like, oh yeah, thank you, mom. Like genuinely like thank her. Like feel the feeling of gratitude in your soul, in your body. It's a great feeling to have. Just thinking like, wow, I'm so grateful to have this person in my life. I'm so grateful that this thing happened to me today. Right? Like as it's happening, feel that thankfulness, that gratitude like flow through your body. It gives you a mental boost. I can tell you from experience, it just makes you like so much more thankful, and it makes you take less things for granted. Like on the weekends now, since like during the week it's kind of hard to get up and like look at the sun sometimes because I gotta drive to school. But like on the weekends, I just kind of like I really make sure that I go out and I get morning sunlight. And I look at the sun and I just see the beautiful sunrise, and I think like I'm just so grateful to be alive. It's like it's a great thing to just see that beautiful sunrise. Like not everyone gets to see a beautiful sunrise like that. And it just makes me feel so grateful. So this is your actionable step for gratitude. Hug your mom, hug your dad, hug your siblings. Just thank them. If you have something to thank someone for, do it. Don't withhold any positive things back, because I guarantee not only are you making your life better by doing that, you're helping their day as well. So go out and be grateful. Be grateful that you're alive, because not everyone got to wake up today. The second thing that will help your mental state is mindfulness. So this is the awareness part that I talked about earlier. I have a couple of videos on how meditation changed my life. Like I have one like, oh yeah, like is the title is literally like how meditation changed my life, and then there's like my nofap hack, yeah, how I conquered nofap, and like those videos detail like how meditation like genuinely like just changed my life. And it has, because even though I'm still like a novice when it comes to meditation and mindfulness, like just the benefits of the minimum amount of mindfulness that I have obtained is profound. It is humongous, and is just awesome that I've experienced these benefits. So what mindfulness meditation is basically like you just sit down and you focus on one aspect of your experience, right? You sit down and for the most part it's your breath, or the sounds around you. So you just sit down and you close your eyes and you focus on this one thing. And so here's the kicker part. Like your monkey brain, you're gonna think things, right? Like I'm pretty sure everyone who meditates, they're gonna get these random BS thoughts, just like, oh yeah, remember that one thing? Like it happens to everyone. And the whole goal of meditation and mindfulness is to notice that this thought has entered your mind, and it is to like just kind of ignore it, like just kind of notice it and be like, oh okay, well I'm not gonna worry about that thought anymore. I'm just gonna focus on my breath. And when you do this action of just kind of like removing yourself from your thoughts, you kind of train your brain to become more aware of the thoughts that you get. And it translates you to be more aware. And whenever you do it with like your environment and the sounds that you get, you're kind of more aware of your environment. And that's truly what mindfulness is. It's just being mindful of yourself and your environment. The true benefits of this is you're able to be aware of any negative thoughts or emotions that may come into your mind after some event happens. And you're able to determine like, okay, well, I don't want to think about this, and you're able to just kind of deflect it and, just let it pass by you. And you're able to receive and ingrain the more positive thoughts into your life. And so by extension, you don't feel as negative because you're not interacting with as many negative thoughts. It's such a beautiful practice. And so the way you can start doing this, the actionable step, if you will, is to start doing mindfulness meditation. It doesn't take that long to really get into a practice. I would suggest putting it into like a morning routine. Just start with like 5 minutes a day and just kind of build it up to like 15 or so. Like I do it for 15 minutes a day, and it's genuinely helpful. So the third thing that will help increase your mental health is journaling. So there's lots of things you can do with journaling. I'm not going to say that there's only one way that you can go about it. One example of journaling is you can just write down all of your emotions, right? Like everything you've experienced throughout the day, you can write down, oh yeah, I felt this guy, he insulted me, that made me feel this way. I hate this guy, like blah, blah, blah. And you're able to just kind of write it out. And you're able to see just what you're thinking, really. And you're able to take just kind of a second look at it. And you're able to see like, okay, well, oh yeah, well, yeah, I was feeling quite hateful, or I was feeling quite negative today, and I was feeling quite sad today, or something along those lines, and you're able to just kind of look at your emotions on more of an objective scale. Your mind isn't the one that's kind of processing that. You're able to just kind of look at it physically, and you're able to see, like, okay, well, I was feeling pretty negative today. Like, what is the cause for that? And you're able to just kind of question yourself, and you're able to write down, like, okay, I think I was feeling this way because of X, Y, or Z. This guy, he said this thing, and it triggered me, and you're able to just kind of connect the dots on like what made you feel this way, and everything else, and it really just kind of helps you understand yourself more. Another way that you can use journaling is you can kind of prompt yourself. You can write down these questions um, like what is like an insecurity I have, right? Like you can prompt yourself and just kind of ask yourself the deeper questions, and just kind of write it out, and again objectively analyze it, because it's like a physical, like you're able to physically see the thoughts that you have, right? Recently I've been using journaling to like figure out what my purpose is, and I think it's given me some genuine insights on what like I want to do for the rest of my life, at least what my current like purpose is, right? Like I'm starting to get a clearer picture. And so I just think like journaling is just something that's super useful. It can get your head right. It can help you express and vent negative emotions, and it can help you figure out like just more about yourself. So I think in that way, it truly just boosts your mental state a lot. Part two, physical health. I'll keep this part like short and sweet, just because I've been going on and on. But basically, physical health is super important for like just taking back control of your life, because you can increase your mental health, but without a strong body, you can't really do that much. Okay, so like in your journey to take back control of your life, you need to be focusing on strengthening both aspects of your life, both mentally and physically, because as you improve one, the other will also improve, and like it's just this kind of synergistic effect, and you're able to make a whole lot more progress if you do both combined, rather than just focusing on one. So the first thing that you can do to fix your physical health is just be active. Go for a walk, play with your dog, or with any pet that you have in any capacity that you can. Run, go to the gym. Obviously, I'm gonna say like go to the gym, work out, do calisthenics, like build the body of your dreams, right? That's obviously what I'm gonna say. But like you don't need to go that far to be active. Like you can just go for walks. I think going on walks and just like being in nature and stuff, and like being in the sun, touching grass, it's super healthy for you. So like I'm not saying that you absolutely need to go to the gym. Obviously, I would 100% recommend it. But like, if you're not to that level yet where you want to like push your body physically, like I kind of understand that. If you just want to like chillax, do activities, right? Play a sport if you want to. I think playing a sport is awesome for doing things. Being active and just building muscle, and being more active, it gives you so much more energy. It makes you feel more happy. Physically straining your body, it releases like endorphins that literally make you happier, right? So just consider being more active, right? At least go for walks, right? Be active. And so the second thing that you can do to help your physical self is to eat cleaner. So I mean, I've made a video on like the perfect diet and stuff like that, but just to summarize that, basically you got to fix your diet, man. Like what you eat, you are what you eat. I remember saying that at the end of that video. Like you are what you eat at the end of the day. So just be mindful of that. If you eat shit foods, you're probably going to be shit. Right? Like obviously, I don't mean that to insult you, but like you're going to feel like shit. You're going to move like shit, like you're going to look like shit. Okay? So like just consider eating better food so you become better. All right? And like I'm not like I listed everything in that perfect diet video. So like I'm not going to put everything right now, because I'm trying to keep this short and sweet. I foresee a world in which us young men, we take control of our lives, where we can say that we are the masters of our destinies. We are in control of our fates. I foresee a world where we are not dictated by the addictions we have or people who aren't educated telling us what to do. I think that we are able to do it and be in control for our entire lives. I foresee a future where we're happy and doing productive tasks and that will benefit us and the people in our lives. Imagine that world, having complete control over what you do and how your life trajectory will go. Imagine that awesome life that you could build for yourself. Imagine just not being a slave to the system or whatever, not being controlled by anything else but yourself, not being limited by your body, not being hampered down by your mind, not having self-limiting beliefs. I think that's a beautiful future that we can achieve. If you have any questions or you like any guidance or just want to be held accountable, go ahead and schedule a call with me down in the description or just write a comment and I'll be happy to help. Thank you for watching. Go hit the like and subscribe button. Be better and have a W day.